The old church bathroom, dimly lit and forgotten by time. It was supposed to be a quiet moment, but as he finished inside, his friend's voice broke the silence from the hallway. "The door out here keeps opening by itself," he said. Confused, he dismissed it until a voice, faint but clear, whispered his name from just behind the door. Panic gripped him as he hurried out, certain his friend was playing a prank. But when he stepped into the hallway, there was no one there. He closed the door tightly, ensuring it latched, and turned to his friend, trying to calm his nerves. "There's no one out there, man." But as they turned to return to the sanctuary, the door swung open with such force it rattled the walls. Without a second thought, he ran, and didn't look back. At this church, fire alarms were more than just a nuisance, they were a sign. The alarm would go off without reason, and when the fire department arrived, they always found no explanation. The system was fine, the lever untouched, but the alarm echoed through the halls as if something unseen was pulling it again and again. No fingerprints, no sign of tampering, just an unsettling reminder that something, or someone, was always there. One evening, as the missionary spoke, an unsettling presence drifted through the air. He turned toward the exit door, the one that had opened by itself so many times before. At the top, a small crescent-shaped window provided a sliver of light, and something in the shadows caught his eye. A face, red with black stripes, eyes dark and hollow, like something out of a nightmare. It was like the face of a demon, frozen in time, staring into the church as if waiting for someone to notice. The rumors about the church's history, built on an old Indian burial ground, began to make sense. One of his friends, let's call her Jay, walked past the sanctuary one evening and saw something strange. A group of nuns, moving silently in the dim light. There was just one problem. Their church wasn't Catholic. It never had nuns. She stopped, turned, and went back to see if she had imagined it. But when she reached the sanctuary door, it was empty. The nuns had vanished. The room was still, silent. The only thing left was the heavy feeling of being watched. The church's basement was a place where few dared to go. Dark, damp, and filled with secrets. It was the last place anyone wanted to explore. But one day, his cousins did just that. They opened a door to a long-forgotten room, and in the pitch blackness, two small yellow eyes blinked at them from the shadows. They froze, hearts pounding. Then, the eyes blinked once more, and when they reappeared, they were much larger, much closer. It was enough to send the bravest cousin running, leaving the others to question if they had seen something, or if something had seen them. One night, his mother found herself alone in the sanctuary, a place she thought she knew well. The room was silent, the air thick with stillness. But then, running footsteps echoed through the empty church. She froze, her heart raced, but no one was there. She searched the room, nothing. The footsteps faded as quickly as they had started, but the sense of dread lingered. Was she hearing things? Or was something or someone still there watching? The church had been abandoned for some time, and one night, he returned to explore. There, hidden in the dusty corners of a forgotten room, he found something strange, an old rifle stock. It wasn't a toy either. It was heavy, made of dark wood, worn with age. Why would such an item be found in a church? The question hung in the air like the silence that surrounded him. But no answers came, only more questions. The church stood empty now, abandoned by those who once sought refuge within its walls. Time had taken its toll, and the building seemed to grow more distant with each passing year. But there were still rumors, stories of things seen in the windows, of whispers that haunted the hallways, of eyes that watched from the shadows. Perhaps whatever lingered there had moved on, or perhaps it was just waiting for the next curious soul to wander too close, to ask too many questions.